Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and everyone watching. This is Running on Empty Food Review. I am your host, the Report of the Week, and I was doing that extra head twitch. Oh, that right, did it again for emphasis, because why not, right? Why not? You know, no real reason for it. I guess I was trying to kind of build up that anticipation, but not really. Just doing it for no reason. Panda Express. It's been a while since I hopped aboard the Panda Express and took a train ride, metaphorically, to get a new item from that establishment to review. And, well, they have a new one. They have a new item out, and I thought to myself, yeah, I haven't tried it out in a while. I haven't, done a review for Panda Express. Why not? We'll give it a shot. So that's exactly what I am doing today. Alright, now I got my notes down. And this time I was double checking the info. I was making sure, letter for letter, you name it. Because if you're not entirely familiar, last week I did a no-no. I made a mistake with the name of the one Taco Bell item where I was saying it had the California Reaper peppers instead of the Carolina ones. I made sure no horrible errors like that, unless I don't think that'll happen this time around. Panda Express has the Sichuan Hot Chicken, and I made sure that's how it is. Now, it's spelled S-I-C-H-U-A-N. Sometimes they'll have the more traditional spelling, like the Szechuan sauce with the Z there, but this is just a more informal spelling of it. So some people will say the Sichuan or the Sichuan, but it's the Sichuan Hot Chicken. And I think that's close enough anyway. Otherwise, if I didn't put these notes down, I'd probably be saying these are the Los Angeles chicken tacos or something like that. So, anyway, what is it exactly? This is Panda Express's take on the Nashville Hot Chicken, believe it or not. Because we know, while Panda Express, is Chinese takeout, I think like many places in the fast food industry, it is Americanized, right? Where they'll take some things and it'll be less traditional, but still, as one would hope anyway, tasty. So, Nashville Hot Chicken was, of course, making its rounds, the last year or so, especially with KFC. I think I've reviewed their hot chicken and hot chicken variances and varieties so many times. Panda Express was sitting there, they're probably in the boardroom, and they were saying, how can we capitalize on this? What can we do? So, thus, the Sichuan... Well, look, I did it to myself. The Sichuan Hot Chicken was born. And what it is their chicken tendies, their, the chicken tendrons, the tendroids, the tenders, as some say. And it has this Sichuan peppercorn glaze on it. Now, it's an oil... One moment. Sorry about that. I don't know why the camera was glitching there. Anyway, it's got the Sichuan peppercorn glaze on it, and it's an oil-based sauce, kind of like the Nashville Hot Chicken, right? That's how they're kind of getting into that realm. That's what they're doing. And again, it's like that oil-based glaze. And, it's supposed to be spicy, and we'll just see. Now, it's a 3-piece per order, so you're going to get 3 chicken tenders in like one of these little takeout boxes. And price for that, $4. Now, they have 2 variants. They have the regular, and then they have the extra spicy. And guess what? We got them both. I'm kind of having some difficulties discerning what exactly each of these things are. That's CB9, I guess, or is that a P? I have no clue. And this is XCBP/9. I think that's a 9. I would hope anyway, because a P would go the... Well, unless it's this way, and then that's who knows? Who knows? Mind is blown. So we're going to start off with the regular ones, which I think these are. Let's just look at each of them. Yeah. Alright, I can tell which one is which. Alright. So, right here, these are the regular ones. Alright. And then these are the extra spicy ones, okay? So you can kind of see... Right, these ones just look a little more breaded or, sauced up. You can just, I can tell anyway with my eye here. So, we're going to try out the regular ones first. And they describe this as something that you can go and eat with your hands. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. take it out here. And now I put the focus on, now I'll put it off. That's what it looks like. I always try to do it beauty guru style, but it never works. It never does. Come on, chicken tender, you can do it. Well, I think you can kinda, there we go. You can see. Glazed, you know, oil-based glaze, crispy. You can see a little bit of the particulate matter on my thumb there. Looks pretty good. I, of course, have no idea whether it is or isn't, but that's what we're going to discern, figure out. So this is the original one, and we're just going to pay attention to that spiciness and see what we have. I'm just going to try it out. It feels so weird not eating this with like a fork or something, but you know, these are what the instructions explicitly state, and we're going to go by the book here. So we're going to try it out. All right, the Panda Express Sichuan Hot Chicken, the original going in. You know, it's easy to eat. It's not like it's unmanageable or anything to that extent. Right, so it's pretty easy to consume. It is oily, and the one thing is that, like, if you get them really fresh, and they're still dripping with the grease, as always, be careful eating them. Eat them on a plate, or, you know, put on the special bib that you bought to eat the Sichuan hot chicken, or, you know, whatever it is. Maybe you go with the smock or the raincoat, or you can be like, you know, daring, like an adrenaline junkie like I am, and just go put on your full suit and eat in that. But no matter what, yeah, be wary of that. It's a little messy, so it gets on your fingers and whatnot. Chicken, though, it's tender. I really can't complain. Like, some people, I don't know why, they really like to hate on Panda Express. You know, like, they say it's like the worst thing in the world. I don't have a problem with them, you know. So it's all about what you compare it to. I think the chicken quality is fine, to be honest. You saw it was tender, juicy, it was fresh. You know, it's not like I was sitting there, you know, trying to pull something away or anything. It was fine. It was crispy. They were definitely crispy tenders. Keep that in mind. As for the spice, it was definitely, it was spicy, but not overbearing by any means. Right? Like, it was something, yeah, like one little sip of water there. No big deal. It's got that little bit of spice. One thing, though, to keep in mind is that it is higher in the sodium level. It's salty, and it's spicy, too. And I would wager to say that it is more on the salty side than it is the spicy side. It was a little tingly in the mouth, which is interesting. Sometimes they say, you know, that the Sichuan type of you know, meals can sometimes have that effect, and it was a little tingly on the lips, which it was kind of cool. But otherwise, bear in mind that the original is not overly spicy. It's still good for what it is, a little on the saltier side. So with that, I'm going to be rating these for the price. I'm going to be giving these 5.4 out of 10. Alright, next we're just going to check out, real quick, the extra spicy ones. These are more vigorously coated. We're going to see what kind of punch it packs. Alright, and there you go. More breaded, you know, you can definitely see it's got more of that little, you know, that pepper, that seasoning on it. I'm going to try it out and we'll see how it compares. both of these are the same price. The extra spicy one I wouldn't really describe as extra spicy. It's noticeably spicier. It's nothing that's insane though. Like, I do notice that it is spicier, but to describe it as extra spicy, and you see all of the seasonings on it and whatnot, you might overestimate it. Now, they're both the same price though. Same exact type of spice. It's really the easiest way for time consolidation. Look at these, the original ones. Look back to the review of those. It's exactly like them, a little bit spicier, and it's a very pepper-like spiciness, right? There's a little more, definitely feel it a little more in your tongue, especially in the back of your mouth, but it's not going to be like, oh, this is insane, right? So overall, this one as a result, I would give it like a 5.6 out of 10. They're average. They're pretty average. They are as advertised, and just know, even though it's described as hot chicken, it's not going to be something to the point that you can't handle it. In my humble opinion, anyway. Alright, price for each of these $4 a piece. Overall, though, chicken quality is fine. A little bit of a spiciness. If you like some spicy chicken tenders and you want to get them from Panda Express, they got you covered. And that's all that I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, the Report of the Week. Make sure you check out my new podcast, youtube.com/VORW podcast. In it, I discuss Area 51. Lots of people have been talking about that. I also discuss the paranormal as well. It's a cool show. Check it out. And otherwise, I'll see you again in a couple of days with another review. Take care.